Yes, Auto Chief, new week, new car. Ghana, pay attention. It's QB of Japan. Today we don't have time, that's why I cut everything short. But I'm in the right places. I told you this week, I'm talking to technicians. We don't want to relax on the area boys more just for this week. But you know, we still for deal with the area boys. So, but I'm here. Where I am is very important. Sam Gertrude Auto, Agyei. And if you know Agyei Goyle, then you know where Sam Gertrude Auto is located. But once I'm here, the man, I have to introduce you to, this is a very important personality when it comes to Jaguar Land Rover. This man knows these cars like nothing. So I don't want to talk too much. He's here. He's here. He's busy at work. We came to meet him at work. See, there's a Range Rover. So when you see Range Rover or you think Range Rover, think Sam. Sam, what about show you there? So introduce you. Introduce yourself to Accra. Introduce yourself to Ghana.
Okay, my name is Samuel Agyei DARKWA, the CEO of Sam Gertrude Auto. So as you can see, we have a Range Rover Sport 2021 in for air condition repair. So we are doing visual inspection and run diagnosis to see where the leakage is coming from. You cannot just jump into filling gas or any other thing. Now we have systems that control the air conditioning system. We have control units, we have sensors, pressure sensors and other things. So after checking visual inspection, that's the primary thing you do. You first inspect if there is any leakages around it. That's what we're about to do now. So, yeah.
All right, so you heard the man, and I told you I brought you a technician so you could hear the language. He knows what he's talking about. So he's busy, so we're going to leave him. But after he's done with this work, we'll sit down, talk to him about how he came to be running Sam Gertrude Auto. Sam, so what are we seeing on this your screen?
Okay, the car came, as I said earlier on, it came for air condition repair.
Right.
But air condition is not just only gas. We have systems the car runs on before the air conditioning work. So after running the scan tool, there is a Land Rover dealer tool. You can see Jaguar Land Rover here.
Okay.
That's the authorized dealer tool for only Range Rover and Jaguar. This cannot do any other car.
Okay.
So now, after scanning the car, there is a fault code on the air conditioning system. That's heating, ventilation, air conditioning system control. Okay. Power mode 0. Now, if you look at the list of DTCs here, that's the diagnostic trouble codes. We have 3 of them. Okay. And it's talking about a lane bus. This is a lane bus A. Then we still have lane bus E. Okay. Incorrect components fitted. So I don't know whether this customer have taken the car somewhere to do any other thing. So now I need to investigate why the lane bus is bringing out these errors.
For the lane bus
yes, E and the A. Okay. So once we're able to establish that, okay, the lane bus is okay, or if it's open, to not work because it's a communication. Okay. This lane bus is communicating with the air conditioning system. Right. It's a communication that it works with the body control units to the touch screen to the compressor. So if one is break, now there is a signal that's supposed to send from either the control unit to the body because we have not established, so we don't know where the break is. Right. So now we are going to run a detailed diagnosis to know which of them. So this is the primary diagnosis we have achieved now. Okay. So now going to the secondary diagnosis, now we need to go to the manual to get a wiring diagram to know the lane bus. Where is passing? Where are we going? That's where we can break the fault down.
You've given us enough. Yeah. As for the rest, the people for pay can't make you talk to them on that. But we appreciate, so you go about your work. Okay. And when you finish, then we can sit down and have the. So Ghana, pay attention. I'm here at Sam Gertrude Auto Limited, best technician in town when it comes to Jaguar Land Rover. And you see here, Range Rover, this big Range Rover, you see he's working on it. And if you don't know how to work on these cars, you can waste your time. You can practically destroy this machine. So we'll get inside and talk to him, because this is what he does. I mean, you can see the evidence. And so watch. You can see that's the name. So let's get right into the place office and just begin. So finally, we are in the office of Sam Gertrude Auto Limited. And once we are here, we have to speak to the CEO. We met him when he was busy at work, but I told you that we need to sit with him let him educate us. Let him. In fact, we need to. We need to know his story. Why he became a Jaguar Land Rover auto technician. So we are going to begin with the story. So, Sam, I mean, I think out there you introduce yourself, but now we want to get to know you a bit better. So just tell us about yourself, and you can begin with the school. I mean, where did you go to school?
Okay. I think I have passion. When I was young, I have passion that I was between which profession to choose. Okay. So what came in mind is any country I travel, we are using cars. Okay. So it's more or less, if I'm a technician, anywhere I go, I find something to do. Right. So that's where I tune all my passion to automobile engineering. Okay. Which I started with, I first went to Koforidua Technical School, which is Kotech. Okay. I did 1.5 years. Okay. And I did a transfer to Koforidua Secondary Technical. Okay. Yeah, because the pure technical, the system is very lengthy and it's not straightforward. You need to go through part 1, part 2, part 3 before you even do HND. All right. So I was looking for a fast track to get into the university. Okay. So I need to get a switch of transfer to Koforidua Secondary Technical, which is SecTech. Okay. Which I completed. I did automobile engineering there. I see. Then you found so, like you knew where you wanted to go and you were working straight to it. So from there, then I applied Koforidua. I even bought whole poly. I see. Forms. Then one of my teacher who taught me maths whilst I was in JSS said he suffered in Kumasi because he's from Koforidua, and when he got to Kumasi, things were tough. He doesn't know where to go. So he would advise me, Koforidua Police is doing automobile. I should buy a form in case, even if I'm choked, I don't have food, I can walk home and go and find something to eat. So he gave me that advice and I said, okay. So I bought a form also at Koforidua Poly, and they called me the two schools. So I chose Koforidua Polytechnic. Which is now Koforidua Technical University. Yes. Okay. So I went there. And we were the second batch after they introduced the automobile engineering there. And so this is around what year? That's 2008. Okay. Yeah. So I went in to do my automobile engineering. That's HND. And so HND, that meant 3 years? Yes. Okay. And the course was competence-based training. I see. And the competent, the what they call it, CBT. Yeah, CBT. Okay. Yeah, competence-based training. So if you can just elaborate on that, I went through the traditional route, the grammar. Yeah, so I don't really the CBT was the whole idea of that CBT was the white. They are from Netherlands. They came down and they met. I think it was Professor Mills that was in power. Okay. That he said he want to make Koforidua as a technical university. Okay. And the vice chancellor said no. If they do a technical university, we don't generate more revenue. So they can't give us. So they can give us a department. So they choose automobile engineering as a department. This is the, let's say the in the the old poly, the people who were leading or the person similar to, let's say, vice chancellor. What were they called? Principals or rectors. Rectors. Yeah. So the rector saw that. I think it's either the order came from Ghana Education Service, something like that. Right. No, they can't give it like that. Right. So they give us a department which is automobile engineering. That. Because the thing is, if you're only going to attract engineering people, they will be limited in the number. But when you open up, then because the university was also looking at the business side. The business students are more purchasing, marketing, they are more accounting. Yeah. So they were looking at the revenue that is coming. Engineering, we spend more money in terms of our tools and other things too. But your workshops, labs, everything is cost. So they try to say no. They are giving us. So they split it across Ghana. Right. So Koforidua Poly happened to have automobile engineering. Okay. That's competence-based. Whole Poly was agric. Okay. I think Takoradi Poly was civil engineering. Okay. And Accra Poly 2 was on a different. So every polytechnic was able to have some specialty. Right. Yes, and it was very interesting. We call it work by doing. So it's not theory. No. You just go to the class. They'll group you. We are 4 in a class. Then we'll give you a laptop. Right. Then they'll give you a topic of the day. Okay. We are going to study about starter motor. So we read, we elaborate on it. Okay. Within the group, no lecture, nothing. So you just elaborate on it. Then we go to the workshop. Yeah. So we dismantle the starter motor. check the component. Then after everything, if it's faulty, we try to repair it and test it for us to know that it's working.
I see. And
we do a bench testing there.
You do all this when you've not had instruction yet?
No. You do everything yourself. Then you write report. So your report is going to be on what you found in.
Okay.
Was the component, the brushes, or what are the component that was faulty? And what was the one that you used to replace it?
Okay.
So after doing all those reports, then you recommend, if the part is not available to fix it, you recommend that, okay, brushes need to be replaced.
Okay.
Or the starter cannot be repaired. We need a new one.
Right.
So you give a recommendation to it. Then you go and present your report. So the lecturer will go through it and give you marks. Then the next day, and we spend 6-7 hours in the workshop.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this is what I want to know. So in terms of, let's say, instruction, giving you information, at what point does the lecturer come in to give you information?
That's, when we go, we have like timetable.
Okay.
So each course and what you are going to do. So if maybe today is engine management, so the lecturer for the engine management will come. And they say, okay, we are going to handle maybe diagnosis or sensors on actuators. Okay. So we just come and give you the board. Just introduce sensors and actuators on the board. Then we group ourselves. Then we start. One person can read. Then we discuss. Okay. Yeah. So once we do all the discussion, then we go to the workshop. Okay. Then we have live cars. We have Opel Omega B, then Nissan Patrol, then Ford Focus. Then we have standing engines and gearbox mounted on engine.
I see.
Yeah,
these were setups in your
in the workshop.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have, as you see anything you are doing, you are learning. You go there, you are seeing the same thing practically. Okay. So it's not like you see it and you read and you don't see what you are doing. Right. So we're doing that. So they also create an option of we going for industrial attachments. Okay. So when we get there, is what we learn when you come there, almost the same thing, because we're having scan tools and multimeters and stuff. Cool. And we have what we call auto, I think it was auto data. It's a workshop manual for all cars. Okay. Yeah. So if they give an assignment to us on maybe Opel Omega B, you pick the chassis number, you go to the computer, you key in, then it will give you all the details about the car. I see. So now, if it's an electrical point, you go to the electrical diagram, then you use the diagram to trace where the fault is. Not like you are going to get, where can I locate this sensor? So
no matter.
No. So that thing, that's how I want things to be done. Right. And our HOD was also, he has more experience in the workshop. Okay. He worked at Universal Motors before he went to Germany. Okay. So he has more practical knowledge. Right. So he wants things to be done as it is. Right. You don't like you take hammer to hand. No. Everything must be done accurately. Right. Cool. Yeah. All right. It's very impressive. So you go to Koforidua and you finish. So you finish what year? I finished 011. Okay. I did my service 011, 012. Where did you do the service? Is it a long story? You can make it short. They first posted me to Akpamu DAJSS at in Krakai. Did they not see your course? They don't care. That's one disadvantage the engineering students find themselves. Okay. They always push us out from our profession. Okay. So when I got there, God being so good, the school was not there. Right. So I came back to the district to come and report that the school is not there. Right. So the man was not happy. He said there is a school there. So I was just pleading, and God being so good. Sotec, because it was around Minyo Krobo. Right. So Sotec people came that they need a maths teacher. They make a request. Okay. So I was just there, and the man said, "Okay, you what course do you do?" I said, "Automobile engineering. Can you teach maths?" I said, "Oh yes, I did engineering, so I can teach maths." He said, "Okay, then you minute it. I should go to Sotec." Okay. So I went there, and when I got there, these people are scam. All these UCC internship students. Okay. They are also coming. Some of them were maths students. Right. So they said, "Oh, they have maths teacher, someone who is so." Then I should go and assist. So they get actually trained. Yeah. So I should go and assist the auto teacher there. Okay. Yeah. So I have opportunity to go and teach auto and technical drawing. I see. That's interesting. Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so you finish the service, and then what happens next?
When I finish the service, I think within the service, we're going through a series of interviews. Honda Place, Toyota Ghana. I submit my CVs to PAC Motors. A lot of companies in Ghana fell up. We're doing Jaguar.
Right.
That was the car I want to work on, Jaguar or Land Rover.
Okay.
So I go to fell up, I go to Land Rover. No, they don't call you.
But any particular reason why you have come out of school, you are an automobile technician, but why focus at that point in time on Jaguar?
I don't know.